And here we go. It is time for some baseball. How's it going, everybody? Another live stream today. And what this is going to be is going to be a spring training stream for the Twins franchise. I don't have a video done right now for the series, and I wanted to go through spring training, and I might as well just stream some games so we can all see these players and just chill and talk about the series a little bit. So how is everybody doing as we get underway with a nice little baseball stream today? I had a really fun stream on Friday, and I want to stream some more Lions, but I couldn't leave the Twins franchise hanging here. Have to at least do a stream. What's up, Remy? Yes, I got the haircut now. It was long overdue. Way overdue. Much easier to handle now. But I didn't want to go too long without a video in this series, so I decided to stream today. I'll take highlights from it, put it in a larger video for spring training, so we can get on to year 2 of the series. So, welcome to today's stream, everybody. We have a lot of interesting players to take a look at here in the spring training, so I figured it'd be a fun thing for me to do live. We are going to see what Maxwell Fowler can do, who is 18 years old and already a top 10 Major League Baseball prospect. He was the #1 pick for us, and there aren't too many players that are like him that are basically Major League ready at age 18. Now, I don't think he'll play for us at the Major League level this year, and I know I already messed up everything by having like rookies on the 40-man roster. I'll fix that for next year, but I can't really change it now. So we already went over that in the offseason, basically. Not going to rehash all the mistakes I made. That's not fun. I want to take a look at these players and see how the team looks this year. I've only played 1 spring training game so far. So here we go. Kalispell, I'll be recording Kalispell tomorrow, and that'll probably go up on Wednesday, I'd have to say. It was, not the best timing to have a busy weekend when I was working on the preseason video for the Chargers, one that always takes more time because it's 4 games worth of stuff, and I wanted to make sure I got that out, especially with, us approaching Madden 18. I had to prioritize the Chargers series, and after this stream is over, Week 1 in the Chargers franchise will go up, so you can go from watching this stream to the Chargers franchise. That'll take a couple minutes after the stream is over, and then it'll be up, and you can see the first game of Year 5. So what we're going to do is go into a variety of different games here in spring training, play a few innings here and there, maybe even spectate a little bit, because I sim games, so why not just spectate a game every now and then if I want to kick back and answer some questions. It's not exactly the same chill stream as my Lions series has become, as I have to be kind of paying attention to all the pitches and whatnot, but I think I'll at least spectate a little bit so that we can get a feel for the team while also answering questions and whatnot. So we'll jump into game 2. I'm not going to jump into every game, but I wanted to play this one, of course, and I want to make sure that the first time that we had Maxwell Fowler pitch, that it was not in a simulated game. So let's play some ball. Kalispell recruiting, Blackjack and I are working on that. After game 3, I'm going to do the recruiting episode, and then we'll jump into conference play for the season. So, pretty simple. You should trade for Jay Starks and send him down to AAA. I should. Ugh. But no, the Padres finally, let him play spring training this year on my second channel. And actually, I just recorded the next Jordan Starks video today as a way to get me warmed up for the show here. So hopefully I don't just swing at everything and strike out every time. How many games do you sim in between games you play? I don't look for a set number. More so I just kind of look at what I'm trying to get to next. If there's a certain game I want to play, or if there's a certain storyline I'm chasing with the team. So it's never like the same thing. But I'd say, 4 or 5, and then I jump into a game. Ooh, changeup got me there very early. Daniel Palka, Rookie of the Year? Man, I hope so. I think he'll be in the running. I think he'll have a chance. Of course, he was Rookie of the Month in September for us last year. And he'll still have rookie eligibility this year, I'm sure. Oh, fastball blown by him. That was so hittable, too. The fastball, honestly, in the inner half is my worst pitch to deal with.
And this one's tapped foul.
Trying to battle here with David Price. We're going to see some good pitchers, of course. Hopefully play against some worse pitchers, too, so I can have some more success.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And a fastball.
Strike 3 to Byron Buxton. What was swing timing on that? That was good timing, so Buxton just missed it. And for those of you, I always get questions about difficulty. People really like the games that I get. I go all-star, everything. I have no guess pitch, no plate indicator, anything. I want it to be based on ratings for the player, and of course my hit timing. But I think that I get a pretty ratings-based game when I play, and that's why I enjoy the way I do things here as Rosario pops this up. So quickly 2 down here. Why don't you use zone hitting? Any other hitting, and it's just too much input for me. Like the indicator for where the pitch is going, I can't react that fast, and I've tried. And I'm not very good at it. To left field we go with Miguel Sano. I got something. I might have to stay at first base here to play it safe. I'm not sure if Sano would have gotten there. When do you plan on calling up Nick Gordon? I think in year 3 he'll be ready. The ratings just don't make sense right now. But he's going to start at AAA in Season 2. And if he does well, he will get a chance. Especially if our middle infielders don't play well.
In now, number 73.
Here's Palka now.
Look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1.
Yes, I got a haircut. I had to. I got a really short one too, so it should be fine for a couple months, I'd assume. There we go, Daniel. I kind of think the number 73 is okay. Normally I'd be like, you're a tackle. But I think Palka's pulling off the number. High fastball.
And this is fouled back.
Nope, if you just joined, Billy, you missed nothing besides a Miguel Sano single. This is the first game of the stream. Oh, Palka gets a hold of it. No way. Palka! The fence is too far back. I thought he was going to send that out. Alright, so the pitcher we have this time around, we have Jesse Chavez, who I had to pick up because I wanted a veteran pitcher that could eat some innings for us. Oh, Xander Bogaerts could have absolutely destroyed that, but he decided to show us some mercy. I get a lot of questions about why I never max out power on the pitches, and I do occasionally if there are runners on base or if we have 2 strikes, but I don't want to wear down my pitcher with the hardest pitches possible every time. That was a weird pinball effect. So I don't always go full power.
And they come inside,
but occasionally I will. You'll notice.
Back to 2-2.
Well, I think that's a great spot for that pitch.
He's not chasing anything here, showing good restraint. So a payoff cutter coming his way. Up the middle here for Yunel Escobar will make the play. I'll play a couple innings of this game, maybe sim forward, see how the game goes. Is Lamont Wade here? I don't think Wade is with us at spring training this year. He'll be at Rochester, though, in AAA. I know we got more attached to the AA players than the AAA players, but they still have to ascend the ladder a bit. Daniel Palka got to accelerate things just because he was so good. But I really enjoyed playing with the lookouts. Okay, I can't even locate anything at the moment. Come on, Jesse.
Mookie Betts will be next.
Just a piece of the zone. Now we'll go change up.
He made a nice adjustment. That was a nice pitch right there, 3-0. Now puts the count 3-1. That was the same pitch he threw 2-0.
Got the full count.
And missed on it and got the ball called.
Are you tired? No, I got plenty of energy, man.
Run it full 3-2.
I've had a lot of fruit today.
He's ready. Now the payoff.
I'm pretty good. I always look tired, though. All right, we walk him. Is this series going to be uploaded more often, or is it going to stay the same? I think it'll stay to like a once-a-week type of deal, but like I've talked about, I don't really want to focus on weeks. I want to focus more on like a rotation, so, you know, every 3 days an episode comes up. And I think I've kind of lost sight of that because I've enjoyed Kalispell and Twins so much that I haven't really stuck with the rotation.
Comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. In his career versus this pitcher, not great.
Oh man, another base hit. They'll get the run home. Hanley Ramirez drives him in. So Chavez having a rough opening frame. Yeah, Palka has that opposite field power. He really can just destroy right-handed pitching. And actually, that hit earlier was left.
Dustin Pedroia.
Really happy we already have a young player like him becoming a big part of the series, because that's always the most fun part of these franchises. And we're already there with him. Pedroia to center. Take care of that, Byron. No, I don't stream on Twitch. I keep my streaming over here because my subscribers are over here. That and it's a YouTube series. Oh no! I gotta see if that was an early pitch. That's a 3-run home run. Okay, Chavez not doing well. I've got to watch this back on the stream. It was a little... Nope, that's the wrong pitch. The stream might be a little bit behind. Let me get the bullpen warmed up. It was an early pitch. We're going to get Fowler warmed up. I'm just going to quick manage the rest of this. We get the fly out and then go hit.
Standing in,
so 4-0 Boston after Chavez has a rough first inning in spring training. Vargas here.
But a foul ball.
115 loss season. I sure hope not. We better get better after last season. I think the roster is all around better. Base hit here, Kenny Vargas.
And a base hit. So
and we got the first super chat of the day from 27 Super Yankees. Maybe we'll play the Yankees today. Almost missed the stream like last one. Last stream was not one to miss. Last one was fun. The streams have been getting fun again. All right, Brandon Phillips now. The old veteran with a drive out to right. Easy play.
There to look at in his bets, and that's out number one.
What's up, Kane? Where did your hair go? I had to get rid of it, man. It was bugging me.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat.
Max Kepler now.
This one with a runner still at first and one gone.
Giving me plenty of first pitches I like a lot. Let's get this video to 100 likes. I agree. Can we get to 100 likes? We have 450 viewers. Ah.
And he gets him to swing
change up in the dirt got me.
In a double play situation, that's
and the 0-2 now. I'll go contact swing, try to protect, but I'm not confident.
Cue shot here
line out.
Short. But this is pulled in by the shortstop.
The video is a bit behind. I'm refreshing here, making sure everything's good to go.
He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away.
When is week 3 for Kalispell coming? I would expect that to be up on Wednesday.
Now the first pitch here for
Escobar out to right field. Another easy play. Price just gave me too many I liked. So what I want to do here is I'll sim a couple more innings. Another home run off Chavez. He is not doing well. I want to do one more inning of hitting, and then I'm going to bring in Maxwell Fowler, and we're going to see what our first overall pick in the series can do. We got it to 149, actually. I can't trade Sano. I can't be trading him. He's our best player. Is the video a bit behind? I'm not sure if I can fix that. I can try. 1 second, guys. I can probably get that to work if I turn off Elgato, and then I turn it back on. And if I turn off the webcam and turn that back on, I might be able to get it corrected. I'm not sure if that's any better, but hopefully it is.
0-2 from Price. And a
Ooh, changeup got Castro. Was that early? A little bit, but that doesn't always mean you're going to miss it. Come on, Jason. Byron Buxton's turn.
Protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Called strike over the
Man, Price is not messing around. Just first pitch strike every at bat. Oh, and 1. Ah, the changeup low again. Yes, Tebow retired. We cannot sign Tim Tebow. That will not be happening. Oh, come on, Buxton. He left it up for you. I was trying to help you out. Tebow went to go play golf. I like that theory. Eddie Rosario's turn. Hopefully Price is done after this.
And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1.
Finally, Price misses.
Bases are empty here with
how much platooning are you going to do with the team? Depends how well the infielders play, Phillips and Escobar. And if Rosario has a good follow-up year. Because there are a few bench players that we could bring in more, like Jorge Polanco. And if let me just pull up the bench here. John Jay might play a little bit. I do like Eduardo Escobar, and I want to keep Vargas involved, even if Mauer starts. I think there could be a fair bit of platooning this year, which I am a fan of. I'm going to go one more inning on the simming for Chavez. And I'll sim, oh, they're going to bring in Chris Sale afterwards. I don't need to hit against him. I already did what I could, and that was a fun game. Pitching change. Let me bring in Maxwell Fowler. And I have a super chat from Ben Kilgore. Starks or Palka? Oh, man, they both have tremendous power. I don't know. I feel like Palka might be a little bit better, though.
He's 0 for 1 thus far.
All right. So Maxwell Fowler, our rookie. I know I didn't get a good, scene here for him, but his first time in a Major League spring training game, he was the #1 pick, 18 years old. There we go. We'll see if he can slow down this Red Sox lineup. I'd like to get him 3 innings of work in this game.
Here it comes on 1-1.
Missed spot there, but it's okay.
Over the outside corner for strike 2.
Let's go with the slider here. Fowler, not yet a strikeout pitcher, but he gets the soft ground out here to Snell, despite a missed pitch. Missed a couple. Now Pablo Sandoval. Looks like most confident in his slider right now. We'll try relying on that. Ooh, can't locate it. He has a fastball, slider, sinker, sweeping curve, and a changeup.
The 1-0 delivery. Squared that one up just a little late. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
And a flare into left for an out. All right. This roster might be playoff bound in 2020 or 2021. I'm hoping it doesn't take that long, but we have to be patient. This team has a long way to go, especially with starting pitching. But luckily for us, we have so many options in our organization that could become major fixtures of the rotation. And that begins with this guy right here, Maxwell Fowler. And Fowler with it grounded back to him. He finds the baseball. That was solid right there. Nothing very hard hit. I'll hit a little bit. Do you read the chat at all? I do read the chat, and I read it probably better in football because there are longer breaks between plays. Whereas here I'm just pitch to pitch. Hard to get a lot of questions worked in. A lot of suggestions for trading players that I don't want to trade. Knuckleball there. I wasn't expecting that. A knuckleball, curveball, and a four-seam fastball. So I'm about to get some junk here, 0-2. Oh, hit to right field. Line drive single for Brandon Phillips. Barrios is going to be your ace this year. At this rate, he's going to be the opening day starter, which is exciting. So, very well could be our ace. I just hope he plays like one. Keep the ERA in the 3s. Get the strikeouts.
Max Kepler is in for the second time now as he looks at a ball inside.
So far, in the few at-bats I've had, I do like using Brandon Phillips. I like his batting a lot. I thought it was really essential for us to get more contact in the lineup. We were just so reliant on extra base hits last year. Not many players had high averages, and even Sano's trailed off down the stretch in the second half of the season. Here's 2-0 count. Oh, a 3-0. We're going green light here. It's spring training, baby. Do you follow baseball closely in real life? Not as closely as I do football, but I keep up with the Twins. I do play daily fantasy baseball quite a bit, so I do know a fair amount of what's going on as Kepler flies out. Can you continue franchise and future version of the show? Yes, and that's what this series is going to be, and why I'm not in a hurry to pump out episodes. There isn't going to be a new team in next year's show for me. I'm going to keep playing as the Twins. This is what I wanted to do. Rebuild my favorite team, the Minnesota Twins. And part of why I started this series is because I knew I had more than a year to do it. And it might take 2, might take more. But this is my baseball series. I don't have any others planned. Up the middle goes Escobar, and that is going to be a double play.
In time, and just like that, this side is retired. No runs on a hit. No.
What do I think about the J.D. Martinez trade? I don't really have strong opinions on baseball trades. I'm not as in tune like I am with football. But that one did surprise me a little bit. But looked like the Tigers got a pretty good haul.
And there's a sinker that he just spits on.
Where'd he go? Was it Arizona? I forget exactly where Martinez went.
Here he comes on 2-0.
So I'm still here. But something just happened. We're back to good health. Am I still live? That was the weirdest thing ever. Oh, the Tigers got fleeced? They gave up many good prospects? Okay, I didn't know the quality of the prospects they gave up. I think that we are back. I don't know. I've never seen that happen before where it just cut out like that. And we could rob it if we were fast. Kepler. Buxton robs that. All right. 3-2. Fowler gets the soft ground ball. How about that? Maxwell Fowler still doing well.
Up next for the Red Sox.
The left-handed hitting
Andrew Benintendi.
Oh, for 1 with a run scored thus far.
And a super chat from Marcus. Oh, that's a tough one. Marcus Grijalva? I'm sorry. I'm doing my best.
The windup and the 0-1.
You go?
And he starts to go after
Super chat says, "Afternoon, Kane, long-time viewer, UTSA, first-time super chatter. I seriously enjoy your live streams. Keep up the good work, sir." Thank you very much. Thanks for rocking with me all these years. Content has gotten a lot better since those days, but we sure had a lot of fun with series like the UTSA Dynasty. And I'm glad that we're getting back to having fun here in live streams for the first time in a few years, when streams used to be a very regular and a very fun thing we did. They're very different now. He went around. Fowler's looking good. How do you super chat? There is a thing next to the emoji button near where you would type in your message, and it is like a dollar icon. And if you wish to leave a super chat, you can do so there. Much appreciated. Who is your ace for the Twins? Barrios. Jose Barrios. He offers the most upside for us, and he played really well for us when he had a chance to last year. Let's see if we can strike out Mookie Betts. That would be nice. Let's try Fowler's changeup. Ooh. Not a lot of confidence in it right now, so I might have to focus on his favorite pitches. Sinker hit to short. Escobar with the throw. Let's go, baby. So 2 great innings of work so far from Fowler. And I'm going to sim the batting here just so I get one more chance to pitch with Maxwell before I send him out of the game. And I think I just wasted an out. I did. That's okay. We're going to put in, next is going to be, let's go Boshears. So Fowler hoping to go 3 perfect.
Here's the first pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Now the Twins are going to get a lefty up and throwing in the bullpen. And
ooh, just grazed the zone there. Could Kalispell Dynasty go longer than Minnesota Dynasty? It very well could. There isn't like a certain number of years I'm targeting. I just want to have what I feel to be a complete series. And that was the same way with the Gophers. I felt like after 10 years it was complete. So whenever Kalispell is complete, which I'll know of ahead of time, kind of how the team is and how much success they've had, then I'll know how long that series will go.
And that slider's almost in the dirt.
At least he's getting them to offer at some really bad pitches.
And he'll come back with one in the dirt.
But that changeup is so far a problem.
Now the pitch.
Nice. Sinker on the inside corner. He doesn't like it.
2 balls,
he's
2
not going to like
strikes,
this slider then.
For both pitcher and hitter, so Dan,
oh man, that was not a good spot for it, Max.
Still pitch for the strikeout here.
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one
pulled
thing
to right.
you don't want to do.
Nice job. 3 straight perfect innings for Maxwell Fowler. And I think that's good enough to take us to the end of this game. And we'll jump into another one. Twins not getting much in terms of offense. We'll make a pitching change and go to Boshears, who should be the leader of our rotation. Although, given this performance, I'm not so sure. Actually, simulate the rest of the game. Red Sox win 6-1. All right, so not a good offensive day for us, but at least the rookie, Maxwell Fowler, looked fantastic. I want to grab a picture of him for the thumbnail quick.
6-1, the final tally. Chavez worked only 3 innings in the losing effort.
Replay
So
Volt.
that's it for us
This one might be
For
tough.
Harold Reynolds, Dan
Let me
Bozak,
get-
and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For
I
more,
get
log on to
the
theshownation.com.
6th inning.
They left 4 men on base.
Here we go. There's Maxwell Fowler.
The winning pitcher is David Price. The loss goes to Jesse Chavez. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 1 minute.
There we go. We got a shot there of Max.
Here this afternoon. And we remind you to
Do they have names on the jerseys? They don't. So the reverse looks are no good. All right, we're 0-2 in spring. Test out Jake Reed. That's one of the players I will get to when we get into another game. I want to see some bullpen players we haven't really played around with. Fowler still needs time in the minors IMO. He will. He'll get a chance down there. Especially because, like, he's a 73 overall. That's by no means a finished product. And for him to develop, he needs to play well. So I'll let him dominate the minors for a little bit. I hope he dominates. And we can kind of just go from there. If he plays well, he'll go up faster. But I think that'll help get his overall up quicker. So we sim the 3rd game here against Washington and Steven Strasburg. I'm sure his fastball would have made me look terrible. And we gave up 13 hits, but still get the victory, 6-5. And we got 3 runs off of Strasburg. Santana gave up 2, and then an inning for a bunch of different players. So let's go to the Miami game now. We'll play it. I feel like going with Fernando Romero this time. As far as hitters go, I think I'll work in Jorge Polanco, and I'll let that be the only change, because Mauer's going to play this one too. Are you sure it's not Boshears and not Boshears? It's Boshears. I was already corrected on that one once. Why didn't I trade Irvin Santana? Mostly because we couldn't have gotten anything for him, and I still thought he could be like a passable starter for a little bit if we had to eat up some innings.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball.
The offers, though, were just so bad.
Today, a spring training matchup
Like, see
between the
potential,
Miami
low
Marlins
60s
and
guys.
the
Not
Minnesota
always the
Twins.
youngest either.
Here's D. Gordon.
Alrighty,
He
so
will lead
Fernando
this one off
Romero
today.
spent a lot of time with
Leading
us at the
off
majors
afternoon
last
for
season.
Miami, second baseman.
Oops.
Crowd still filing in this
And
afternoon
then he
as the
went
game's
down
first pitch
because
is
I wanted
taken
to
for
send
ball one.
Gonzalez and Alvarez up.
Swinging a ball hit
And
on
so
the
he went down to
ground.
Double-A to
A
help out with the
foul ball,
postseason.
1-1.
Did pretty well.
Our game time temperature here to start play, a balmy 86 degrees at first pitch.
Only 3
And he
pitches.
takes
I wish
ball
I
two,
could,
and
like,
it's 2-1.
get a 4th pitch for some of these
Into the windup.
pitchers. I'm
Here's
not sure
the
about something you
2-1
can
pitch.
do outside of Road to the Show and just try developing another
Fastball
pitch.
that catches the inside corner.
That'd be awesome if you could.
Never tempted to swing at that ball down.
Trying to
low.
get
It's
D.
ball
Gordon here to
3.
strike
Pretty
out. If
good
he hits the
pitch
ball
and
on
a
the
great
ground, he's
take
basically
there.
on base.
There's not a lot you can do with that slider breaking
It was a
down
good pitch.
unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot.
Try to make him hit it
swinging
in the
misses
air.
on those.
Or
This is pulled into right.
line drive.
But he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down.
You
for
should
the
play
first
Mauer
down.
at catcher. I'd have to edit him so that his secondary position is catcher because I tried that last year and the game no longer recognizes him as a player who could play catcher, so he was
As
awful.
he looks at a
Downright
fastball that
awful.
misses off the plate
There was a
for
pass
ball
ball
one.
that went off of like his chest and into the dugout.
Good
It was a
change up that
nightmare.
time, but he
It was
wouldn't
also
bite
the
on
most
it.
hilarious moment of the season. Can't locate.
3-0 now.
I understand pitching
Having some
carefully
trouble
to this
with,
guy in the box, but
command
the man
so
on
far
deck
with these
doesn't
pitchers.
represent any relief either.
Green
He's going
light.
to have to go after one of these guys.
Swing and a miss just behind a lively
Great, 12
fastball.
pitches. And a fly out for
Swing and a
Kepler.
drive hit well out to right
This
field. Kepler
will be caught.
racing back. He makes the running play. 2 down.
A lot of pitchers are successful at just 3 pitches, though.
At the plate,
That
Giancarlo
is true.
Stanton. First chance for him here in
But
the
for these
top of
young
the first with
pitchers,
nobody on.
I don't really want to sit back and only
And
have
a
like 2
changeup
pitches
here
they're
misses off
confident
the
in.
corner to start him out. It's ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0.
It's one thing if they have a pitch that
Knee-high
is a
slider that he
real
takes a look
strength,
at.
like a dominant fastball or an untouchable
From the
changeup.
windup, the 1-1 pitch.
It's okay to be more limited when what you
Fastball
have
runs
is
in
so
tight here, and
good.
it's 2-1. 2 out, nobody on.
Got him out in front of the changeup.
Changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now.
Let's see if he'll chase the slider. Let's go 1, 2, 3.
And
Good
he'll
pitch.
stay alive here, but just barely as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2.
All right. I don't know if Stanton really has a
Another
weakness
try
here
at 2-2.
that we can exploit. Got him to pop it up
It's a
though.
swing and a high
Take
pop
care of
up.
that one.
Mauer is there for
1, 2,
it.
3.
Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side.
What's your wins goal this season?
1, 2, 3. Go the Marlins.
If I had to set a goal, it's hard to like be okay
Here's
with setting a
Byron
goal
Buxton
that's less
now.
than like
He'll lead things
500.
off here in the
But if we're
bottom
being
half of the
realistic,
first.
I'd say I want like 75 wins. You know, that might be a little out of reach, but at least it would get us to be a
Fastball,
lot
and he
better than
swings
in
through it
recent
to fall
years. It'd give
behind.
us like a 10-game jump. So I'd say
The
75 is what I
windup
want.
and the 0-1. That misses wide.
Only way
Ball
to
and
add a
one
pitch
strike.
would be to edit the player. You can do so, leave all stats at 0 to really develop. I have to look at more of how the developing of that would go.
1-1, here it comes.
Ooh, working the
And
curveball on the
Kepler, and he
outside.
swings and
Can't
misses
clobber
at it.
those as
Well,
easily.
he's going to come after you with the breaking ball, it looks like today. First batter, he's already thrown 2 curveballs. He's got himself ahead in
He's
the
got the
count.
changeup.
This
That's
could be a
pretty slow,
breaking ball
too.
game for him.
All right, 1 and 2 to Byron
Here's
Buxton.
another 1-2.
I got lucky.
2-2 now.
I didn't like
That's
that one.
controversial pitch right there. It's in the zone.
did
should
not
be
like
called a
that
strike
pitch.
by the bush,
2 and 2.
But it's not a strike in baseball, not in the big leagues anyway.
Curveball.
Curveball got him swinging for the first out.
Couldn't sit back enough on him.
So
That was a
here's
very
Joe
early
Mauer.
swing.
His history
So we'll
with
go to
Josh
Joe.
Tomlin,
Mauer
12
hit
hits
300
in
for us last
26
year.
at-bats. He's also hit a couple of home
And that should
runs
have been
against
a single.
him. Ball chopped foul right at home plate, and it's 0-1.
Come on, Joe.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Back up the middle. Whoa, what a play.
Out there on the
Come
mound.
on, man. That
And
was
they'll just
nice.
flip this on to first for the
That
second
was
out of the
nice.
inning.
Would you ever do a Pitcher Road to the Show? I actually like Pitcher Road to the Show, but I've been enjoying my Jordan Stark series. I have no other plans right now.
No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first.
Ooh. How is Minnesota's financial situation right now in your franchise? We have a fair amount of cash flow, like, room.
I loved it.
We're really just trying to save so that after this current season, we can make a splash, given the opportunity. We're going to have a lot of big contracts off the books soon, and we will have money after this offseason. Best part is, too, Buxton is locked up for 4 seasons, as Sano gets it through.
And that is through into right field for a single. So good work on a 1 and 2 count.
I think I have GM contracts off, so I'm not worried about the GM contracts. I believe I was able to make sure I turn that off so that I'll always be with the Twins. Oh, man. I get so excited when I can read the breaking ball quick.
Quickly behind 0-1. He takes his first cuts in.
Come on, Palco, give the fans a home run. I gotta give you guys a home run in this stream.
Comes set with the 0-1. And there's a pitch.
Move the Twins to London.
Corner.
I think the flight schedule might get a little difficult if we did that. Oh, Palca, you swung through the fastball. Just late? I guess we're just late on it then. Thought it was good timing. 1 and 2.
Working for the punch out.
Popped it up.
Offering. And he pops him up back behind.
Who is the shortstop? Our shortstop right now, we have Yunel Escobar, who's a longtime vet. And we're also going to have Jorge Polanco hopefully be the future shortstop, but he just was not very good last year. And I had to bring in a veteran to challenge him. Ooh, what a wild swing by Yelich.
Swinging the club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
Oh, wow, that's what they call a jam.
That was not the best 0-2 pitch there.
Not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
Give him the circle change.
The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
I don't want to give him that inside slider because when I miss that spot, it's right over the middle for a lefty. And that's a mistake I made multiple times last year. Keep it down, and he still hits a base hit.
And the Marlins are into the hit column. There's their first base hit.
So is Gordon going to be the future second baseman then? That's the plan. That's why, Dozier was expendable, and why we're just going to go with Brandon Phillips for a year and hope that bridges the gap.
In the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Double play ball. Kind of a slow throw there, and I didn't get anything on that throw. The return.
Settle for just the 1 out. So striding forward now, Derek Dietrich, as he'll get his first opportunity.
Maybe we'll get another one though.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back.
Uh-oh, missed the spot, and he doesn't want to jump on it.
It's 0-2.
Pretty lucky.
Very lucky when that happens.
There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws.
Ready on 1 and 2.
There we go, a strikeout for Fernando Romero.
For the second out.
Boy, there's nothing like.
Would you trade Sano for Gallo? No, I already have a home run hitter. I don't need Joey Gallo.
Good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put.
I'm not trading Miguel Sano.
Prado is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
We'd be a few years of terrible play from that.
He takes it for a ball. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
Come on, Mauer. Come on, Mauer. Almost got there. You can get hurt on those. You got to be careful, but we got to make sure Mauer's ready for the season at the same time.
Here and chops it foul right at home plate. Now a fastball. Look out as he has
I want to try that fastball again.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far.
He's touching 98.
But message
I wonder if after some development if he'll get to 100.
He's not afraid to pitch inside, right? One pitch ducks him away.
Lots of long at-bats here.
Another one. So
can't put him away.
He's not afraid to work that
base hit on a good slider on the outside corner. What can you do there?
And they won't even attempt to run on that arm in right.
I wouldn't say the issue is getting young arms, it's just seeing how far they develop right now. We have the young arms that you look for in a rebuild. It's just a matter of now, you can't just spend the entire time trading for players. Eventually, you got to see what these players are, and that's where we're at. We're kind of in stage 2 of the rebuild. As that will score a run. And these have been some well-located pitches. They've just been able to hit them. I'm going to warm up. How about Jake Reed?
Shortstop, Adeiny Echeverria.
He's set,
and this will, of course, be a video on my channel afterwards, and I'll rip the highlights from it and put together a larger spring training video. I'm not sure if it'll be 2 spring training videos. When I gather the gameplay, I'll see how much footage I have that's worth showing, and we'll kind of go from there. As Echeverria gives this to Polanco, and the inning is over.
Marlins forced to settle. Max Kepler grab a bat. His history with Josh Tomlin, 1 for 5. He also has 1 home run.
I love to have a player like Chris Davis. He is a beast.
And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is
trade Polanco. He has good value for a decent bullpen pitcher. I mean, I'd consider it, but I still don't want to give up on him.
Hard hit ball to second.
Right to second base. Nice play.
Batting 6.
Here's Rosario now, trying to get some of these lefties to show the power. They haven't done it yet. Well, Palka tried. Who has been the biggest disappointment for you in this series so far? I'd have to say Polanco, because he had a really poor season last year. And that's in the gap in right center. This is the player that's impressed me the most. That's Eddie Rosario. I didn't think he'd be a part of our future as much as he is now looking to be. He's still in his mid-20s, had like 25 home runs for us, and he has really become a great hitter. And if you look at his training from last year, I had it focused on power, and that's where he made the huge strides.
Here's Brandon Phillips.
Now, I have re-customized all of the training for every player on the team based on what I want them to improve. So last year for Rosario, it was power, and that paid dividends. Now I'm not sure what his is at. Phillips to center field.
Yelich is under it.
Not going to test on that.
He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Hi, Hurricane. I've been subbed since 80K. I love your channel. Thank you, Ethan. That is a long time ago, a few years. Now, here's Jorge Polanco. This is where you want to see him deliver for us. And in the first spring training game, he did have an impressive hit.
Ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
Let's bring him home.
2-0.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid.
Like I've said, I don't use zone hitting because I just don't like any other way of hitting than timing. I don't adapt to it very well. Don't like swing stick. Base hit by Polanco, and that will be an RBI single. So I'm really happy to see him actually give us some good at-bats. Even at AA last year, he was not hitting well. He did not stand out among them, which was very disappointing. Here's Jason Castro. Too hopper to the first baseman. Got the tag. All right, I'm going to sim an inning now, and I'm going to get to Jake Reed afterwards. Romero, not bad. 1 run in 3 innings. Now we'll go pitching change, and we'll put in Jake Reed. And I want to do some warming up here. Why don't we get Yadier Alvarez ready to go? He was our big trade last year, sending Dozier to the Dodgers. Left that slider over the middle. When you miss the sliders like that, you know, you're facing a lefty, going inside slider, don't hit your spot, you're getting smacked.
Had a hard time scoring. Right here, he jumps on the first pitch to get things going, so I see a little bit of a change. Maybe this is how they jumpstart their offense for the rest of the game.
Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Can you please give me a shout out? I have been subscribed since 75K. Thank you, Jacob, for being a subscriber for all this time. Ooh, slider does not get the call. I should ask what Castro wants every now and then.
Looks at a changeup that catches the corner.
Well, that changeup right there sets
All right,
up a lot
Jake.
of things. Now the count's 2-2. He can come back in with a fastball.
Pulled to right.
It's gonna look like it's moving a little
We'll
bit
take
better.
that.
Or he can go back to that changeup.
Wouldn't take that the other way. That was his mistake. He tried pulling it from across the zone.
As the runner will have to head back to first.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again.
hitter.
Derek Dietrich comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the
that's
ballgame.
troublesome right there. Kane at deadline, trade Escobar and prospects for a pitcher. I might. We'll see how these players do for us. Runner goes. Castro, no chance.
Not in time. He's in there at second.
Hey, it's almost impossible to throw a base runner out that gets a lead that big. And plus, this catcher's not known for having a cannon of an arm.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes.
Ooh.
Changes up on him, but that's in the
Missing
dirt
a
for
couple
ball.
very badly.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
I don't know about his decision not to swing there. Hitters count. You get a fastball, middle in.
There we go. The slider on the outside.
Slider in there
Strike
for
3
ball
for
third
Jake
strike,
Reed.
and there are 2
Now
gone
Martin Prado.
First pitch on its way. Martin
Hopefully
Prado
strand the runner
is
at
the plate
second.
as he takes a cold strike 1. A 1 pitch on its way. Line
Base hit,
drive
left
to
the
center
change
field.
up
That's in there.
right over
Base
the
hit.
middle.
Yelich rounds the corner and is headed
That's
home.
one thing that separates the pitchers in this game. When you're just off,
Well, nice job right
what
there. Comes
happens?
through with the RBI
and
base
with a
hit,
lot of
and
these
now his
low-rated
side has the
pitchers,
lead.
they become very hittable.
JT Realmuto.
Come on,
is
give me
in
that
with 2
one.
away as he takes a ball 1-0.
Well, I don't know how he missed that pitch. That ball's in the zone a long time, but he missed it. I guess that happens.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Outside.
That slider was not
3-0
even
now.
close. I'm not sure if Jake will be at the
Echeverria
majors to
would be
begin
next.
this season. He's like a
And
67
this pitch
overall,
misses
and he
for ball
just
4. So that's
walked
gonna
the
move
batter
a
with
runner into
ease.
scoring position now with 2 away.
Now batting.
Digging in for his
Come
second
on,
at
get
bat,
the inning
Adeiny
over with.
Echeverria. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1. And he pulled up in
Ooh,
time,
got
but
the
it's
slider
a called
down and
strike
in.
2.
Now let's try to get in the
From
chase
the
of
belt, the
fastball.
pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1.
As long as you actually get it inside, that 2-seam fastball
Left it up a
looking
little
towards the
bit,
hands,
but
it's a
Echeverria
really good
gives
pitch.
us the
And
final
he'll
out.
get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that
Did they
ends
actually
the
get
inning.
Jamie Garcia now?
Marlins
Is that
forced to settle
did that
for
happen?
1. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Marlins lead
If
it
not, that was a very good
2-1.
fake message, and I praise you. Jamie Garcia.
Wei-Yin Chen will come on and get some work as he makes his second appearance so far this spring.
Not seeing anything yet. I hope they do get Garcia. Of course, the other night he had a great
Stepping
game
up
and he hit a
now,
grand
number
slam.
73. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Designated hitter.
Yep, they got Jamie Garcia. Finally. I thought they would just completely miss out. But no, they finally got Garcia. So the Twins have another pitcher, hopefully to help them here in the second half of the season. That's IRL Twins. This is not.
Oh, he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1.
He may have to get his eyes checked
refresh
on that
this.
one.
The
He's
stream
looking for
keeps
fastball. Man,
lagging
he had
on my
no
end.
chance of catching up to that. He better check his eyes. He was
Ooh,
really late.
inside there a
And that's
bit.
inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. No offer on that one.
It's
2
pronounced
balls
with an
and a
H?
strike.
Oh,
That's some
I gotta
good
get used to
right
that
there.
then.
Great eyes. I mean, to recognize that and lay off it right now, that was nice.
Smoke toward the
Base
hole.
hit, Daniel
And
Palka. That makes up
reach to
for
his
it, right?
backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff
Amy
man's aboard.
Garcia? Okay. I should have
Well,
known
he hung
that.
one and
That
he
sounds
didn't miss
familiar,
it. That's
but
what you do. Hang it and bang it.
I don't know.
Right
Max
fielder.
Kepler, the next to grab
Man,
it.
Palka really is just a beast on this team. Let's get Kepler involved now.
Here's
I'm
the
trying to
first
get you
pitch
guys a
to him.
home run,
And a neck-high
but the good
fastball
contact is
that
just going for
time.
singles. Jaime Garcia? I'm sorry. I'll improve my pronunciation on these names.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0.
Dang.
And this one will be foul back in among the fans.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there. And
What's his lefty power? Back off here. Say time.
To come back with it 3 times in a row.
60. All right. That's enough to send one out of here.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. In front of the changeup there is this.
Like, I watched the video of his grand slam, and of course they never said his first name, so I didn't get the hint there. I apologize. So much taking 4 years of Spanish? Exactly.
Ready on 1 and 2.
I actually liked learning Spanish too.
The second for 1. Return throw not in time, and that turned into a closer play than I thought it would at first sight.
Took a pretty long time for the shortstop to receive the ball that time. So that gave the runner plenty of time to bear down on him and take him out. Hopefully everyone's okay down there.
Let's get Rosario involved now.
First offering on its way. Eddie Rosario is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here.
Couldn't clobber that slider like I had hoped.
That slider is one of the best pitches in all baseball. That's why.
So hopefully Garcia does well for the Twins. I wonder if this is at all motivated by Colon not having a great first start. Ooh.
But a foul ball.
Colon had 4 good innings, and the 5th really got away from him. It was like watching my series. I believe it was the 5th that got away from him.
And wow, tough to lay
Close.
off the fastball there, but it's 1 and 2.
On 0 and 2, you'll sometimes get a guy to chase a fastball out of the zone away or up, but when it's way down like that, it's much easier to lay off because you could tell the ball is moving further away.
Who did the Twins
from
give
eye
up,
level
by
as
the
it
way?
comes in.
Is
And
it like
they
a
tag
player
him
to be
out,
named
but
later
this'll
or
work
something?
as a sort of a sacrifice
2
if the
down
runner
now,
moves up.
and a runner in scoring position. We will get to Brandon Phillips.
Here's Brandon Phillips. No career at-bats for him against this particular arm in the past. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0.
Jaime Garcia. I will figure it out. I'll go to Baseball Reference as soon as this is over.
Swing and a liner.
Oh, come
And a little
on. An extra
self-preservation
base
down at
hit
first
taken
as he
away from Brandon Phillips.
One left for Minnesota.
Alrighty, let's go to some simming. Or actually, I wanted to get Alvarez in the game, and I'll warm up Tyler Duffy.
Gordon.
Alvarez will come out now and
Yadier
make his first
Alvarez.
appearance of the spring.
Number 36.
Hope he starts in our rotation
Now
to
a
begin
bunt
the
attempt
year.
here.
Make the play. 99 speed, not enough.
Throw will beat him at
Need
first,
109
so
to make the
first
play.
hit attempt is snuffed out.
Well, he was planning that before he even got in the box.
Oh, they
And
traded
he got it
Yanoa?
down, but it wasn't
I pronounced
quite
that
good
wrong
enough to
too?
Put him on board.
As long as they didn't trade like Daniel Palka, who's been hurt most of this year.
In 2 trips to the plate for
You know
him in the
how
ball
excited
game.
I was to see them
And
call up
Slider
Zach
stayed
Granite
low, apparently,
after
for
what
a
I did
ball.
with him in the series?
2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul.
All right, Alonso. Or Alvarez. I keep wanting to say Alonso because that's like
And he'll come back
I think
with
a player
one
for the
in dirt as
A's.
The count moves to 2-1 now. Now here it comes. Swing and a liner.
Alvarez gets him out in front.
This is foul near the
Let's
seat.
challenge him here. Do we have any
Fifth inning,
strikeout
2-1
potential?
our score.
Ah,
Swing and a
when you miss
liner.
your spot, good luck getting the
But
strikeout.
a foul ball.
Oh man, I think he thought he was going to get another breaking ball right there. He's a little bit late on that fastball. That's
Up
a
the
nice
middle
pitch
off
though,
of
on that
his
breaking pitch to keep
foot,
him off balance with the heat.
and there won't be a
Back
quick
to him,
enough
and
recovery.
That's off his leg, and they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Giancarlo
Did
Stanton
Zach
now.
Granite play well?
2 on the
Not like
afternoon so
well
far.
enough to make a great
Here's the
impression.
first pitch to him. And that one stayed
And he
too
was
low,
destroying
apparently.
things at
Runners on
AAA.
first
He
with
was
one
he had like
down.
a really good hitting streak going on too.
Fastball, and that thing
Just
got
shows
up
you the
there at
gap between
95
AAA and the
miles an hour, a
majors
ball and a
is
strike.
bigger than you think sometimes.
Ground ball
Give me
left
that.
side. Reined in.
There we go.
Ball
Phillips with the
one.
return.
On the mound,
Got the
it's a
play.
double play, and
Yeah,
that ends
yonder
the inning.
Alonso for
Around
the
the
A's.
horn they go. 5-4 to.
I get mixed up with names more so in baseball than anything.
Will take over the pitching duties here. Looks like a
What will we do with
left-hander
Granite though,
throwing now
considering
in
our
the
outfield is
Marlins
looking
bullpen.
solid? Maybe he becomes the guy off the bench they go to.
Chop
Or
weakly
he
to the
becomes
left.
just a
Up
trade
with it
piece
now
for
is
him.
Prado. Throw, and he he's called out on a close play.
I've been loving your Lions franchise mode. They came a long way. I'm really enjoying that series. It's become a really nice part of the channel. So thank you, Joey.
At bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Ooh, I don't know why I had to swing at that.
Swing a bit too early.
Boy, he
But yeah,
juked
just
him
the
out
way
of
that
his
Lions
shoes
series
with that
has
changeup.
become
Stood
so
almost no
exciting yet
chance of
so
doing
chill at the
anything
same
with it, but
time,
it probably looked
I'm a
good
big
coming
fan.
in.
I'll be streaming more of that
Got him out
soon.
of his
I'm not
front
going
foot. It's 0-2.
to waste a long time before streaming that again. Maybe
Into the
tomorrow,
windup.
maybe
Here
next
comes the
day.
0-2 pitch. And this is chopped foul.
I may have a chance to do it tomorrow because I got some good stuff done before the stream. Oh, the change is so slow. Alrighty, I should probably move on from this game, I would have to say. Alvarez gets out of trouble with the strikeouts. Hey, 2-run home run for Max Kepler. We'll go one more inning here for Alvarez. Has plenty of energy. Home run to Moore. Thank you for pinch hitting Stanton. May have to take him out now, though, after the walks. Put in Duffy, single. He'll have to pay for both those runs. Let's simulate, oops, I went into the game, actually. I want to sim to the end. Hey, a home run for Castro. How about that? And we get the win in the bottom of the 9th inning. How about that? What did we do? It was Buxton doubled to left, and Phillips scored. So Byron Buxton just walked us off. I wish we would have actually, sat through it. Still disappointing about missing out on Bookman. I know I'm not gonna forget. I'm not gonna be allowed to forget that one after missing on Haggerty, then missing on Bookman. We basically have a trend going here. And we have Tampa Bay here again. I think I will sim that game. I still want to see how things went. Looks like John Jay got the start for us. A couple hits and a ribby. John Jay had a home run. Drove himself in. That's efficient. Pitching did really well for us. Who was on the mound? Romero. Then Chavez, Gonzalez, Duffy, May. We still lost the game, though. Now, Pitt. I want to sim this one, see how Barrios does. And hopefully he did well. Buxton had a 3-hit game. Barrios, where are his numbers? No. 3 innings, 4 runs, 7 hits. Need to avoid those games. We'll sim this start for Chavez. Just 1-0, so pitching obviously way better. We only had 2 hits. I just want to see who's pitching well in these games, and this time it was Chavez, Santiago, Gonzalez in the bullpen. Let's go to the Phillies game. We'll go with Irvin Santana. I'm not going to worry about pitching with him in this game, though. I'm probably just going to sim the pitching. I want to go and give this game to Kenny Vargas. We'll go against Vince Velasquez. What do you think is a realistic timetable for making the playoffs? In this series, I think that year 3 is when you can start having a conversation about it. Because after year 2, we should have an idea and hopefully have more players who are really a part of our core for the future. But also will then have a chance to make a splash or 2 in free agency. So year 3, I think, has a chance. When the Chargers preseason,
Center fielder number 25.
Saturday. It's on my channel now. As soon as this stream is over, week 1's going up. Week 1, right around the corner.
As the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1.
Whoops. Not even ready.
Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
He threw that ball right by him. When you got a guy throwing that hard, you got to really just think about using your
There we go.
hands.
Take some bad pitches
Spread
every
out
now and
let
then.
your hands fly. They're going to be quicker than your bat is going to get to the ball.
Over 400 viewers
Into the
here
windup.
tonight.
Here's the 2-1
Or today.
pitch.
It's not night yet.
Chop
Not for a
foul
while.
over towards the coaching
Can we get
box.
to 250 likes? We have 213.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch.
Buxton with a laser to
Shot
first.
and there's one away.
Batting second baseman.
All right,
Here's
Brandon Phillips.
Phillips. His
I gotta get some more
lifetime
at-bats
line
with
against the
Sano. That's my
Velasquez.
chance to give you guys a home
Hitless in
run.
3 at-bats.
Or maybe Brandon Phillips can. He's got 44 power though, so I'm not counting on it. Did you turn off GM firing? If not, do it now. I believe I did, but I don't think you can change it once the franchise has started.
And have the hitters on their heels.
That is something I believe I did at the beginning.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And that pitch catches the inside.
Kane would have missed out on drafting Marcus Calhoun. No, I would have found a way to get it done. I'm not letting Calhoun go anywhere. And I might stream more of the spring training games if you guys enjoy this, because I have to play the games anyway. So if I stream it, there's more action for us to watch here live. So if you guys want more of these streams, and then I can put together a larger spring training video with some stream highlights, that would be a fun idea, because I enjoyed this. I'd do this again this week, of course.
Fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Who do you think will win the World Series this year? If I had to guess,
1-1. Here it comes. And a swing.
He
as
threw the
bat
bat.
goes flying toward the third base dugout.
he threw it. How about Houston? I want to see the Astros if the Twins can't do it. Oh man, he got some serious distance on that. That was a nice throw by Sano. That was hilarious. 1-2 to Miguel Sano.
Here's the 1-2 delivery.
Yeah, right. I'm not swinging at that.
Curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's
Spring
back
train doesn't
even
matter,
now
though.
at
It does
2-2.
for a team
I
that's
think if he
trying to get on the
executes that
rise
pitch
like
on
this.
the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak
A
contact,
lifted
if
fly
any.
ball to right.
He jammed him pretty hard
Caught.
on the previous.
And the right fielder is there to make the.
That's the first time I've seen the
Down go
bat
the Twins.
thrown in this game.
Now the Phillies offense will see what they can.
Leading off for the Phillies. The shortstop. Ready.
Gonna sim a little bit. Couple innings here and there. Irv gives up a run. Ugh, ugly, ugly baseball. And I'm going to make a pitching change and put in... How about Tom
Your
Wilhelmsen?
attention, please.
I'll pitch an inning or two with him. Another
Here's the
one of the
center
veterans that we
fielder,
picked up in
Odubel
free
Herrera.
agency.
0 for 1 here in the early
Thank you.
going.
One pitch out to Brandon Phillips. I'm a fan.
Phillips throws to first, and that's out.
Kane,
number
who do you
1.
see as your opening day starter? I see that being Jose
And
Barrios.
that'll bring in Tommy Joseph. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Come
Righty
on.
against righty as this is taken
I've had
for
so
a
many
ball. That's
timing
1-0.
or pitches with good
Set
timing that have
and
not
the
been
1-0
called.
pitch.
That have been close.
And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
Well, here's a guy we
Ooh.
know is swinging it pretty
This
well.
is all
done
me
lately,
here,
and
some bad
based on
timing.
those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a
that a
great
4-pitch
job of
walk?
putting
It sure
himself in
is.
accounts where he's likely to be successful.
Stepping in and ready for another
Third
shot,
baseman, number
Michael
7.
Franco. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. And he lays
He's trying
off
to
there,
find the
1-0.
strike zone right
The
now.
1-0 delivery. He's
Runner
lined
goes.
towards second.
Castro.
Swung on and missed.
No, I don't think he got him.
Way late, and he's in there easily at second. Runner at second.
You need to
here
pay
with
the
1
umps
man
better. We have the cash flow to do it, so that might have to get worked into our budget.
out. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it
Because
away.
I do want to win.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
I like the pitch right there.
You get
Gotta
the
chase
change
a
up?
fastball out of the zone and come
Oh,
back with it again.
not up there.
Another one sent foul.
He's just fouling them
We
off
still
till
have
he
a
gets
couple
something he
pitches to
wants
work
hit.
with, though.
This is foul right side. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And this one's in the dirt.
28 speed, probably not going to test that
And a
one.
nice job to keep the runners
So
at
many
bay as
long
the count moves
at-bats.
to 2-2. Chopped
Thank
weakly to
you.
the left.
Get that. Got it.
Throw gets him 2 down.
You couldn't throw at a guy who has 28 speed and 17 steal? You got that right. I just kind of figured out that that happened. Yeah, he stole, but I didn't realize the situation. He had a good jump. I mean, he had to have had a good jump. How else is he getting there? Wilhelmsen, please find the zone.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
Strike called, 2-1.
What's the power we're
Love the
working with
pitch
here?
call
Saunders,
there.
good
2-0.
contact and
You know, the
power.
guy's geared up for a
Probably
fastball.
work
You
kind of
drop a
around him here.
changeup in the zone, that's going to be
Not
a
that
tough
far
pitch to
outside,
handle.
please.
And he misses again, ball 3. The 3-1 pitch. Tough slider down low for a strike.
You know he wants to end
And
this inning
now the
right here on
payoff with
3-2.
2 outs.
I don't think we'll see him lay one in on the next
In
pitch
front.
there with the base open to work with.
Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Very weakly
A piece
on the
of it.
ground.
And another weak ground ball. So kind of an ugly inning, but we get through it.
Brandon
Why don't you try using quick counts?
gets some
I
work.
just
He
don't
makes
like
his
quick
second
counts very
appearance
much.
so
It's
far
hard to get
this
into the
spring.
flow of a game with quick counts.
Brandon Phillips is in to start things off here.
I
as
want to
he
hit
looks
more
at
with
a
Brandon
called
Phillips. I
strike.
really
It's
enjoyed
0-1.
him.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches.
A bit
in
late
that
on that.
location unless they're
Fly
looking
ball.
for it.
Saunders is under it. Makes the play.
If you are beat by the
away.
Phils, then your team is bad. Well, we're losing to the Phils right now.
Sano. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Yes, Cornelius Gunn has a cannon arm. In the preseason, you get to see it. It's awesome.
Ball 1. No runs, no
Come
hits,
on, give me a
and no
curveball
errors in
here
the
that I
ball game
wanna-
for Minnesota.
I want to give the fans a home run. They
And he
tease me
just
there.
misses with a curveball.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay
Oh,
attention as a
no.
pitcher. And if you have good
I didn't
off-speed
think
stuff,
you'd give me that.
This might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
Now that's a big swing. That's what the big fella's supposed to
And
do.
now we're
Let the go
not hitting that?
downtown. Let
What was
all
timing? It
fly.
was
He
good.
let the dog out right there.
With
I was
Sano, you're going to
sick
get a lot of
calls it
swings
down
and
or
misses
does it
regardless.
again on
His
this
vision
pitch.
is very low. Ah,
Strike
and the
3
curveball in
on
the
a
dirt.
pitch in the dirt.
That's what I
And
deserve,
he
though, for
missed
missing
the
that
throw to
fastball.
First. Sano is retired, 2 down now.
Now batting.
Let's see if Kepler gives us a
Max
spark.
Kepler, the next to grab a bat, comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Nope,
First
not there.
offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes.
Gun can be used for 90-yard Hail Marys. Hey, you got to have a strength, and
Here it
I'd
comes,
say he
1-0.
has one.
And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting
And reminder,
his
you can
arms
watch
extended.
Week 1
If it's out
in the
over
Chargers
plate more,
franchise when
he
this
can
stream is
obviously do
over.
a
It
lot
might
of
take me a
damage
few
with it.
minutes to get it
3-0
posted,
now.
but it won't be long. And then you can go from
the
one
windup,
series
the
to another.
3-0 pitch. And
Okay,
that
I'll
one's
walk.
taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Now batting.
Let's go,
Digging
Rosario.
in for his second at bat. Eddie
He
Rosario,
supplied a lot of home runs
0
for us
1
last
him here in
season,
this
so
one.
maybe more here.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ah,
A swing and a
a little
miss
bit
and a
higher,
ball down.
please.
No runs, no hits, and no errors in the
Do
ball
you
game
think
for
this
Minnesota.
year in the rebuild, the Twins will be in the wild card race?
Chased a
I
low
don't
ball
think
there, and he's
yet.
quickly down in the
I think
count,
the
0-2.
American League just
I
has too
really
many
like
good
how
teams
the
right
catcher
now.
and
The division
pitcher
has some
reading
tough
swings. The
competition
pitch
for
before,
us.
big power swing. Then they pull the
So
string
I don't
on
think
him
we're
and get him
quite
out front
there,
early.
but who
He
knows?
has no idea
It would
what's
take a
coming
major
now.
turnaround, though, from our pitching staff. And we'd have to have a lot more hitters producing higher averages. 1-2 again to Rosario.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. In the dirt here.
2-2 now, as he's really trying to throw some dirt balls. And I'll offer him most of them, I guess. Well, good question here. Do you think Kalispell's first 2 games were an indicator of good team or good luck?
And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high.
A product of
3-2.
both,
Well, this has
especially
been
in
a
the
good
second
at-bat. He's
game.
now
I
worked
could
the count
say that,
full to
you know, the
3-2.
defense was able
It
to
allows the
rebound in
runner
that
on
game.
first to be on the move
But
with 2 away.
for sure, a lot of luck was involved there. A lot of it. Rosario grounds
And
out.
as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt.
I want to hit a little bit more.
Leading off the 4th inning,
Wilhelmsen,
baseman.
very good inning that time.
Adam Morgan
Now let's go
makes his
Kenny
way
Vargas.
towards the mound now.
308
He's
hitting.
in his 6th ball game
Who
of the
knows?
spring.
Maybe when Mauer retires, Kenny plays some first base for us.
Kenny's Vargas is
You call
in
that
to
a
start
strike?
things off
No.
as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Now the pitch.
Oh
And that's
man,
swung
I'm
on
so
and
in
missed
front of
on
the
a pitch
changeups
down,
right now.
1-1.
Well, this offense finds himself struggling right
What's his 4-seamer at? 88?
now. They're down a few runs. They got to try to manufacture, get somebody on, maybe hit and run, and
Grounded
then look
first.
for the big ball. Looks like right now everybody's swinging for the downs.
We have
They
no
gotta
hits
turn it
so
around
far.
a
That's
little
not
bit.
okay.
Play a little small ball. Get it
Come
going.
on, Escobar.
Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. Breaking ball there as that's fouled away for the first strike. For his career in this matchup, 0 for 7. Into the
0 for
windup.
7 in
Here
his
comes the
career
0-1.
againt this pitcher.
Oh, look at
Hey,
that.
0
Shots
for
at third,
8
and there
if
are
spring
2
training
away.
counted. I'm making some good swings that are just
Coming to
really
the plate
unlucky.
now, Jason Castro.
If Hartman
He drew a
gets
walk
injured
his
before
first time
Gordon
up.
Urban is back, would you consider playing Gunn over Langley?
A changeup
In that
floats
situation,
outside
I'm
here
not
for
sure
ball
what
1.
I'd do. Might have to trust
Into his
Langley, but
windup.
I'd have to
Here
call
comes
up
the
Gunn.
1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
It's never advantageous.
Oh, yeah, I have
to fall
some
behind
big
2-0
practice
as a
quarterback
pitcher, but
competition
if you're
stream
gonna
or
do it,
something.
It's far better to do it with a guy down in the bottom of the order.
3-0
Time for a
to
challenge
Jason
fastball
Castro.
Right here, though. Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right at.
And a drive into the gap. It gets down.
Now a dive,
Hitless
but he
no
can't get
more.
there. This is gonna
Castro,
be trouble
if he
out
had
there
some
in
speed,
center.
he'd be in at
Around
third
second.
base.
He's on his way to third. And he will make it back to second
There we go.
and be content with holding on there.
Well, lefty on lefty, this is a tough matchup, but he stays in there.
All right, we're going to
Keeps that
pinch hit for Wilhelmsen here. Don't got to see how good he is at hitting.
front shoulder close and just rips the
Palka's
pitch.
turn. 74 power
Nice
versus
job
lefties.
To find the odds there.
Let's get that run home.
That's
Palka
the
sends
other
it
way
deep.
out to left.
Please exit.
Williams has
No!
hit his tracks, and
Palka's
that
giving us the
ends
best
inning.
chances to go yard.
Danger averted following the two-out double.
Did I warm up anybody? I don't think I did. Just put in Presley. Or put in Boshiers.
Buddy Bashirs will come on now and take the ball for the fourth.
All right, I'm going to go and sim some more of this. Boshiers. Very quick work there. Faces only 3 batters.
Number 56.
Okay. I'll try a 2-out hit here. We got Rosario at 2 on in the 6th inning.
Rosario. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Hard hit ball
And
to
a ground ball to
fielded
second.
Cleanly. On to
Are the
first,
Phils
and
gonna
the
shut
Twins
us
are
out?
turned
It's looking
away
like
here
it.
as the side is retired.
Leading off for the Phillies. First baseman.
Boshiers doing a nice job. Then we got Vargas striking out. 1, 2, 3 inning. We'll sub out Boshiers and we'll put in Presley.
For the Twins, number 57. Ryan.
Very nice.
And hitting for the Phillies, number 3. J.P. Crawford.
We're going to pinch hit Polanco in the game and a single. He's producing again. All right, so maybe a turnaround year for Jorge Polanco. I really hope so. I have high hopes for him. Let's get Buxton here in the 8th inning, trying to get this run. Ooh.
Sinker runs outside.
Wasn't
to
a huge
start
fan of
the
that
at-bat,
delivery.
1-0.
Well, with the leadoff man getting on right there.
Slider,
Matt, they
sinker,
are
circle change.
falling so far behind. They have
Tops
to
out at 90
capitalize.
miles
They have
per
to get
hour.
some runs
There's
to
going to
get
be
back
some
in this
movement.
thing.
Squared that one up just a little late.
Little late on the slider.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Fooled him badly
69
there.
miles per hour?
1-2.
This is not far from an
I'll tell you,
eephus.
if I'm on the hill, I'm throwing that changeup again. Didn't look like he picked it up very well out of his hand.
I'm not sure if I can even hit this guy.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
3-2 now. At least he's losing his command.
There's Brandon Phillips. He waits on deck. Nobody out. Runner on first.
Full count here to Buxton. We're going to send the runner here.
Runner goes just
Sinker
off the
fouled
end of the bat.
off.
It's a
Good
foul
pitch.
ball, and he'll stick around.
I'm guessing you turn 25. I don't turn 25 yet for a little over a month.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. And
Again, that
another
sinker
foul
on the
ball.
corner. How many pitches is that in this at-bat? 7. We're going to send the runner again.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch.
Buxton drives it a long way. And it's over the center fielder's glove. Get going. Buxton might have inside the park home run. Send him. No, don't. Triple, RBI triple for Buxton.
But no, he'll put on the brakes and head back to third.
That's nice.
Brandon Phillips
I can work with that.
Represents the potential time.
Maybe we can get a little screenshot of Buxton here. Need to go to this side, though, because I'll be in the way. I'll find a way to make it work. Let's get some more runs across. Brandon Phillips.
Here comes the first pitch. Had him lunging at that one out of the
I got
zone,
so
and
good
that's
during that
strike
at-bat,
one.
now I'm back to swinging
Man,
at
I thought
those.
They were working around him right here, and he went out and swung at a ball that wasn't even in the zone. So now he's letting his pride get in the way. If they're going to walk you, let them walk you.
Ah.
Fooled pretty badly there as he reaches to poke this one foul.
All right, I am basically giving up this at-bat.
And he misses there.
Not in
1-2.
3 pitches, though.
Well, no
Grow a
surprise
beard
on
can't.
that
I
one.
don't
That's
like.
the classic slider down the
First of
way,
all, I
trying
don't
to
grow
get him
good
to chase
facial
one of
hair.
those two
And
pitches.
second, I don't really want to. I like keeping things simple.
Hit back toward the mound. And this will be put away.
Line out
easily
to the
end.
pitcher.
But no, he'll put on the brakes and head back to third.
All right, here's our chance for a
Here's
home
Miguel
run.
Sano.
Miguel Sano,
And
give the
as he
fans what they
bats,
want
he
to see.
represents the potential tying run.
And he's going to throw something that's going to hang up.
First offering on its way. And that changeup makes him jump a swing
I
and a
can't
miss.
sit back far enough on these off-speed pitches.
And that slider's almost in the dirt. One out and a runner on third.
So would you guys like to see another one of these spring training streams if it's in the next couple days?
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Runner
I vote
holds as the
mustache. I
count
don't want
moves
one
to
of those
2-1.
either. No, I got to keep it clean.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes.
Oh,
2-1 pitch as
I'm
that
late on a
circle change
69 mile per
swung
hour
and missed
pitch, or
2-2.
it says good timing. I think that was late. I've probably got to lay off power swing.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Never
Full
attempted
count to
swing
Sano.
That ball down low. It's ball 3.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this.
No
It seems
Pokemon
like they
questions
always
today. There was a
come
lot
back
of
to bite.
Pokemon questions in the stream on
Crowd gets
Friday.
up for the 3-2.
I just drew a
And
walk.
He misses with one here. It's ball 4. So that'll at least bring the double play.
Yes,
into
new pitcher.
conversation with
New
runners at the
pitcher.
corners and one away.
Right fielder.
Yeah, we'll sub out
So they'll go
Sano,
to the bullpen now,
and
and
we'll
it'll be
put
the left-hander here to
in
face the
Escobar.
upcoming left-handed batter.
Who's
Eduardo
hitting?
Escobar
Max
will be summoned.
Kepler, lefty. Is there a righty with power on my bench? Ben Paulson has good power versus
Now to be
lefties.
the pinch runner, Ben Paulson. Come on to pinch hit here.
Maybe Ben Paulson can go yard.
Now
I didn't play a lot of Pokemon over the weekend. Why didn't you go to
This is a
Pokemon
critical
Go
point right
Fest?
here. Things are in
Wasn't that in
danger of getting away
Chicago? I
from
don't
him a
live near
little,
Chicago.
So we'll see how he deals with it.
And I heard that it didn't go very well.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch.
I stopped playing Pokemon Go, obviously. I knew it would be a problem, especially in the northern states. Like when it goes winter, you don't play a game for months, you lose interest.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch.
So that's what happened with me.
Fouled into the seats down the left field line.
Can't hatch eggs in your house very easily.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. That one misses, and I think a ballpark full of umpires
Very, very
disagree.
patient right
It's
now.
2-2.
This is just great pitching. They start him off with the slider to get the strike, and then they bust him in with a fastball.
Oh, slider got Paulson. What was timing on
really
that?
messing with his mind right now.
That was
So he
good.
breaks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball.
Young slugger just comes up empty.
Is sent packing
Actually, I'm not
for
even
the
sure how young
second
he
out
is.
of the inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Down the line, but a foul ball. A late call. NBA 2K, we'll get around to that. We will get to that.
Here comes the 0-1. And this one gets away.
Nah, not going anywhere. Settle down.
Good job to get to that quickly, though.
If
and
you are a
the count
contender, you
even at
should make a
1.
big trade for someone who could be a star on the team. Hey, I'd be a buyer at the deadline if we were in that situation.
Saw his eyes
Come on,
light
man.
up that time, but he swung at a bad one there.
When he is on, that slider is one of the best pitches in all baseball. That's why he's so tough to those lefties.
And a big strike.
Oh, in the corner. Got me that time.
After a good start, Eduardo Escobar stay in the ball game and play third now.
All right,
Number
plenty of
18.
backups heading into the game now, and we're gonna put why don't we put Perkins in the game?
For some insurance.
Give him some work.
Is on to pitch out of the
Glenn Perkins.
Ooh, not a good inning for Perkins. What are you doing? He figured it out. All right, ninth inning. I gotta see if we can get this comeback against the Phillies. Here we go. I like playing with Vargas as a lefty a lot.
Will come in as well as a part of the
You see that lefty power, Kenny?
Kenny's Vargas stands in as he
You
looks
should
at
play
ball
NHL. I
in
think
the
I
air.
will try it this year, at least in live stream form, so I can get feedback and whatnot. But if I were to do like a video regular by myself, I just wouldn't know what I'm even talking about.
Runs
Streaming's a lot
outside, so it
easier
goes
to
2-0 now.
figure it out as you go. I'm still gonna be building this team in MLB 18. Oh
But
man,
Swing just got to try and straighten that one out.
I'll be sticking with the Twins for a while.
Miss right there. A change up right in your wheelhouse.
All
Into
right,
the windup.
Vargas.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. Sent foul
I've gotten a
again,
couple
and
really
after
good
being
home
way
run
ahead,
balls, and
now
I just
it's
have
even at
not
2-2.
taken them. Mike, how's it going?
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And a swing.
Strike
and a
3 on
miss.
the
Good
change.
pitch there for the first out here in the 9th. Dylan Cousins
Why would you
is
sub
into
now?
the ball game now as he assumes duties in center field.
Escobar.
Into the windup and the pitch. Hit on the
Escobar
ground.
grounds to third base, and he'll be retired quickly.
On to first will get him,
So
and the
who's
Twins are now
last?
down to their final out.
Jason Castro.
Stepping into the box, Jason Castro. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Here's a first pitch changeup.
The
that swung on
changeup
and
was
shot
right there,
foul
and he
right
couldn't
at
even
home plate.
clobber it. That was a normal swing.
Ball one.
Yeah, lean into that
Tight
one.
Slider right there. Just missed getting under
Are
the
you planning on
hands.
doing
That's a
live
good
streams
pitch.
in the
I like
regular
that pitch.
season or not?
But
I'm not
you
sure
don't
if
get
I'll
what
do
you want.
that.
It could be a dangerous pitch to throw.
But the main
And this
reason
one
why this
runs a
one is
little too
happening now
far
is because I
in.
didn't have a
Ball two.
video ready, and I wanted to get something in for the series.
2 balls and a
And
strike.
this
Here
was
it
something I
comes.
wanted to do anyway.
Tapper up the line.
Hold it foul.
But it gets foul. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Again, he sends it out of play.
Where do you guys think Kyrie Irving is going to go? That was the weirdest thing ever. Just seeing that
Now another 2-2.
headline Friday that he wanted out of Cleveland.
Gets a small piece near the plate. But that one rolls foul.
Oh,
Well, that's 3 foul
he almost
balls
got a
in
hit
row.
off
He's
that.
definitely battling up there.
Another 2-2 offering. And he'll stay alive.
These
here, just
at-bats
barely
in
as
this
his ball's
episode have
chopped
been
foul
so
at the plate, but
ridiculous.
holds it 2-2.
That's 4 foul balls in a row. He's battling, no doubt.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's working
9
full now at
pitches.
3-2.
After
the Lakers?
multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate.
Well, we
You
lost
see
to the
if he'll
Phillies
chase it.
3-1.
Didn't happen.
Warriors.
Is
Could
there
the
for it.
Warriors honestly
Makes the
afford him
catch,
without
and
giving up like a major contract?
3-1. The final score this afternoon. Santana only completed 2
Alright,
innings.
that was not a very good game for us. He's staying in Cleveland. What if they trade LeBron? Just the ultimate plot twist. Kyrie to the Clippers. The Thunder. I just wonder what kind of situation he's going to get into with when he gets traded. Maybe I'll play a little bit more. Let's go Barrios this time. Probably head to the Suns. LeBron has a no trade clause, so he can't be traded. Well, he could waive it if he is okay with it. But I'm not sure why he'd do that.
And that'll bring up the speedy Devin Travis.
Alrighty, so a new
Lead
game
this
against
one off
Toronto.
Second baseman.
We'll get Barrios another handful of innings here.
First pitch is over for a called strike one. The windup and the 0-1. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1. Lots of sunshine in the forecast. 83 degrees here at first pitch. And he'll look at a fastball here that's close.
He said he
but
wouldn't
it's
want it.
2-1 now.
Yeah, I
Well,
don't think it's
that's a great
probable at
spot
all.
for that
Well,
pitch.
whoops.
In on the hands, it wasn't a strike, but if he can command the movement in there,
Do you
he's
think
going
they'll
to be
like
very
trade
effective in this one.
Kyrie and Kevin Love?
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch.
Nothing's
And
coming easy in
is
this
ball
episode.
4, so a good battle
Whether
to
it's
begin
on the
the ball
mound
game
or
today, but
in the
leadoff
batter's
man
box.
will reach first anyway.
Batting second.
Kevin Villar is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Nobody out, runner on first.
He
Runners
goes.
up for second. Grounded to
Oh,
third.
it's a base hit.
And that's through for a hit.
So a walk and a hit already allowed by Barrios.
Well, the hit and run was on right there, and the runner running to second base on the steal. I thought he might go to third base. The ball ended up in the outfield. I guess he didn't feel comfortable. That's why he pulled up.
Josh Donaldson is at the plate as he looks at ball 1.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more,
Not giving me
he
many
can
corners
obviously
today.
do a lot of damage with it. And now on 2-0, you just can't lay a fastball in there. Or he could
Can't
make
even
it
find the
3-0
zone right
before you
now.
know it. It's
Barrios
all
coming off a
about
rough
limiting the
start
damage in
and
this
on to
situation.
another one.
He's set and a 3-0 offering. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. He's set. Here's the 3-1.
Missed
And he
again,
misses
bases
with it,
loaded,
ball
no one
4,
out.
So that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a
Jose
ground ball.
Bautista.
Batting fourth.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Come on,
Jose
give me the
Bautista
corner,
is at the plate as he
please.
watches ball 1.
This situation right here, 1-0 with the bases loaded, you gotta stay patient.
They won't even
Just be
swing.
specific and patient. Get your pitch, but make sure it's where you want it.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation.
Unreal.
Now on 2-0 and the bases loaded. He basically
won't
doesn't have
offer,
much
they
of an
won't
option
call
but to
anything.
challenge him right here.
And this is fouled back and out of play.
He really was struggling. He needed that strike right there. It's been a while since he's thrown one. That's just not the way.
Okay, Barrios just can't find the zone.
Misses ball 4, and that will.
Batting fifth. Designated hitter.
Gonna warm up Fowler.
Kendrys
Here comes the first pitch. Kendrys Morales is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself.
He has
down a
no
strike.
confidence in
It's
his
0-1.
fastball.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Hit hard.
Okay, Barrios is going to get shelled in this game.
Base hit. 1 run scores. And they won't push things here as they'll hold the second runner at third, so they're loaded now with still nobody out.
Yeah, nobody out, 20 pitches, they're loaded. Just waiting on the grand slam at this point.
This one up. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball.
But we'll be patient with him. He'll get some more innings in this spring training. Thank you.
Yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule. Into the box.
Can he limit it to 2 runs?
He could really open this lead up early if he can deliver here with the bases loaded. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later. So
come on, Barrios, get us out of this inning.
Involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Well, that got him
there we go. Hit the corner, but he swings at it anyway. Hits it.
He's a little late with that swing. I may go back with
there we go.
Towards second. But this is hauled in by the second baseman.
Should let it drop so you get the double play.
Batting 8.
Digging in, Ezekiel Carrera, 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away.
If it's only 2-0, that, you know, it's a lot better than it could have been, I guess.
Big situation in this game. They've got to lead by a couple of runs, but they don't want to look back on this inning when this one's over and think that they left some runs out there on the base path.
Got a 2-strike count. You can try the curveball, but I'm not sure if it'll work.
That's a pretty good swing.
Nope. Missed my spot on the pitch anyway. Not a great throw with the line.
It's now a 3-0 cushion. Striding in, Russell Martin. Another first inning RBI opportunity for him here. Ball 1. Ready with the 1-0. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire.
I'll probably go right to Maxwell Fowler after this inning, honestly.
This one's chopped foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2.
I might sim another inning of Barrios just to go by quicker.
And he strikes
finally
him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is
they get
retired.
3 on almost 40 pitches.
All in all, just 3 in the inning as they
all right, can we get some hitting going, please? That was like 3 hits and 3 walks for Barrios, I think.
In the bottom half of the first. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
We got 89-mile-per-hour fastball here, so can't be too quick on the pitches.
And the 0-1. Now a changeup in on the hand.
Yep, it's only the first. It's a couple bad starts from in spring training, but we'll give him time to hopefully iron it out.
1-1 pitch and a nice
good timing, and Buxton just swings through a changeup.
He's throwing the same pitch 3 times in a row. He got ahead with it. Now let's see if he puts him away with it.
Fastball
in the inside corner.
So here's Joe Mauer. In prior meetings,
I looked at that inside, that corner fastball a couple times in this episode.
To first. Stopped on the slide by Pierce.
Mauer, can you win the race? Nope.
It's in time.
Maybe a few years ago. All right, Sano.
Here's Miguel Sano. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
Good timing, and Sano misses it.
His feet or kept his helmet on. I'm surprised he didn't fall down. He swung so hard. What a big swing.
Base hit, Miguel Sano. Not going to miss twice. But of course, no home run. How old is Barrios? He's very young.
Well, it looks like just a ground ball base hit in the box score.
Let me get his age here. It is... Where would they have that? On the player card. He's only 23. With A potential. So I think he'll have plenty of time to develop as a player. Hopefully he does it now at the majors and not in the minor leagues any longer. Come on, Palka.
Stepping in now, number 73. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. He takes his first cuts in this one.
Yeah, Latavius Murray on the... I think he's on the PUP list right now, but that opens the door for Dalvin Cook to show what he can do.
in there, and it's even at 1.
I think most Vikings fans are more excited for Cook than Murray. I know I'm more excited about Cook, although I think Murray is a good player. One reason I'm excited to have Murray, though, is because there is another back to complement him, and he's not going to be asked to do everything. He wasn't asked to do everything in Oakland, but I don't think that I would be as excited if it was just like Murray and not much behind him.
And he'll stay alive here, but just barely as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. And a pitch down,
and a ground ball hit to second. So Palka retired, inning over.
On to Pierce at first, and the inning is over. Digging in.
I'm just going to sim this inning and see if Berrios has a better frame. Gets out of it. Not cleanly. 3-run homer for Jason Castro. Now we'll make a pitching change and put in Maxwell Fowler.
Here's Steve Pierce now. 0 for 1 for
all right, let's see if Max does better.
Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball 1.
He loves that slider, I guess.
Pitch on the way. And he misses low with it, 2-0.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time.
Up the middle. Oh, thank you, Shift. Well done.
In time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
I don't think that they've put in Fowler for any other innings beyond what I gave him in first game of the series or the stream.
It's 1-0. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Do you think Berrios will be your ace for a while? Well, it really depends on who's the best out of this bunch. And I think it could be Berrios. He has tremendous strikeout upside. And he's already got the chance to become that guy now. So he's got like a head start on everybody. Plus he has a strength that I really value, and that's getting strikeouts.
Digging in to try it again.
But I really liked Maxwell Fowler from what I've seen. Laser to first. Thank you. Inning over. Will I do a Lions-type sim thing in other games like NCAA 14? I think it would be interesting to try that in other games.
And that misses for ball 1.
But football definitely, it fits for what I like to do.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Now
oh man, I cannot read these low changeups.
A pitch inside. It's 1-1.
Well, that's a true indicator. He's looking for a fastball in. He wanted to spin the wind right there.
I really can't.
As far as he could. He got the off-speed pitch inside, and he pulled off of it.
And this guy is like a first pitch change-up pitcher.
Lifted in the air.
Left that up.
Left center.
Deep to left center and an out.
And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
All right, so now another chance here. I've already checked the free agents. There really isn't much more for us to go and get. We got Phillips and Escobar.
And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
That one's that's no
fastball,
excuse for missing that fastball. It's only 90 miles per hour.
If it's mixed in well, it's a real effective pitch.
Call that one.
Call in there for a strike. Got him.
Man, I just can't hit right now.
And he makes the throw to first. Sano is retired. 2 down now.
Maybe Palka gets me out of this little groove here.
Number 73. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last
I do tend to hit better with lefties. For whatever reason. Was that a good time swing? Just late?
And now a pitch on the way.
Another one upstairs. I think I'm just waiting for the changeup so much because we got it early on.
He's 0-2, and you know he's got 5 pitches in his arsenal to put him away. It's almost impossible for the hitter to sit on anything.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front.
I don't know exactly who my Madden 18 team is going to be, but I will know soon. I'll announce it when the game is out.
And that misses 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
I'm excited, though. Probably going to go back to the NFC this year. That's the one hint I'll give you.
This should end the inning.
Hold on to second base.
Second. Throw to first in plenty of
All right, let me get
time,
back
and
to
the side
Maxwell
is retired.
Fowler. He's been very good.
Digging in once again, Devin Travis.
Leading off for the
He'll
Blue
try to
Jays,
get it going here to
second
begin the
baseman.
4th. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1.
Weak ground ball. That's kind of Fowler's game. He's not a strikeout guy. Oh, Phillips' throw took him off the bag. Kind of rushed that delivery a little bit. It could have maybe taken a bit more time, but I'm not sure if he had the chance to really set his feet and get a good throw.
Called strike, it's 0-1. Here's the 0-1.
And a base hit now allowed.
To the right side,
But that's Fowler's game, basically. It seems like he'll be a pitch-to-contact hitter. Hopefully he just has good enough stuff because his strikeout upside at the moment isn't phenomenal. But just interesting because he was the top-rated pitching prospect.
Josh Donaldson stands in.
But
as
I
he
think
looks
I
at
have his
ball
training
1 here.
focused on that strikeout upside.
Changeup stays outside
K
and
per
is
9.
behind 2-0. Ready with the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
Nothing close all day long.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. A knee-high sinker. Tough pitch. Strike 1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be
Missed
geared
the
up
sinker.
for something
That's
to
okay.
drive.
We fell
I don't
behind. We
think
weren't
can
going to
just
get anything
groove in
good
one
there
right
anyway.
here. You still have to try
Now
to
we
make
got
a
Batista
competitive
again
pitch.
with the bases
The right
loaded.
fielder, number 19.
Here's the first pitch to him. Jose
Nobody
Batista
out.
is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. Ready with the 0-1. 1-1.
That's some good hitting right there.
I like the
Great eyes.
location of
He's
that
recognized
that slider,
right
though.
right now.
I can't really use his fastball. He has no confidence in it. Got to focus on the sinker, try to get a ground ball.
Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in
Smoked
something
that
off
one.
speed if you're confident in it.
I got to try
Most
getting
hitters
the
are looking for
strikeout here,
fastball.
though.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on
Got the
its
ground
way.
ball.
And this is on the ground to first.
I wasn't
Could be
sure if
2.
I could
And the
go
step on
home
first for the out,
or even
3
go to
unassisted.
second, so I just kind of froze there and just went
Here's
home.
Kendrys Morales. It was a walk in his last trip.
Or just went to
And
first.
there's ball 4 now, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force at the plate is in order.
The shortstop, number 2.
Troy Tulowitzki is in for the 3rd time
Definitely
here
could
as
have
he
gotten
watches
at
one that
least,
misses
the lead
low. It's
runner
a ball
there.
and no strikes.
Well, things are bad enough as it is right now. 1 run in, base is juiced, and now he's falling behind the count. You could bet the guy at the plate
trouble
is thinking
here for
about
Fowler.
making this a 5-run inning in a hurry.
That pitch wasn't even close. Now they might not be panicking, but I sure am. He's got to
Man,
get
they
himself
don't like
together. He's down
anything
2-0
close.
Now he probably has to lay it.
Warm up Gonzalez.
He's set, and the 3-1 pitch. And he gets ahead with a sinker
All right.
on the outside. Now the Twins
Likes
are
the
gonna get a
sinker.
lefty up
I
and
got to
throw
ride
in
his
the
favorite
bullpen.
pitch. Wow.
And he swings
That was
on
weird
top of
contact.
one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
What do you say, Castro? Try the fastball? Let's see if Castro knows
Has
what
to
he's talking
challenge him
about.
Now here's the pitch. Again, he sends it out of play.
He wants another fastball here.
The next 3-2.
The control seems
In the
pretty
air,
good for
down the
Fowler.
left field line
Even on
and deep.
pitches he's
Chasing
not like
after it is
confident in.
Rosario. He gets
Sack
there to
fly
make the
though.
catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. In to score, the runner from third.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with the sack fly.
A
Steve
super chat
Peters
from Ethan
is in for
Mahoney.
two
Will you
away
make
now
a
as he
series with
looks at a
Marcus
call, strike
Calhoun's
one.
brother? Probably no Calhoun
ready.
Brothers
Here's the
series,
0-1.
but I will
Tough one to
say
lay off,
that
called
you
a
should
strike.
still
He
keep an
certainly
ear out
hasn't been the
for
aggressor
Marcus
in this at-bat.
Calhoun.
2 straight takes, so
Won't
now
say
we'll
anything
see if
more
he
for
can
now.
change his approach and battle up.
Thank you for the super chat. Popped it
High
up.
fly ball out to straightaway center. Buxton over to his left.
So Fowler, I'm not sure how many runs he even gave up there. One was on an error. So I'm not sure exactly how many earned. Probably one. Because the first batter reached on the throwing error. I'd like to maybe give him one more inning. Here we go. Yeah, just actually no earned runs. Can someone explain to me why none of
This will
those
be
runs were
making his
earned? He
fifth
gave up
appearance
2.
this spring training.
Marcus Stroman.
Was it because I messed up on the fielding?
And
A
here's
shot
the
to
ball hit
left.
in the air. Carrera
Nope.
sprinting after it, and it in fact lands in the corner, foul. The windup and the 0-1.
There we go, a hold of
Swing as
that
he pulls
one.
this one down
Come
the line
on.
and right.
Oh, wait. I
Under
thought that
it
was
as
going to
Montes
leave.
does, he makes the
I didn't
play
see the
for route
shadow
number
or
1.
anything. I just saw the direction it went and how high it got.
Riding in once again,
It was a good
Eddie
swing,
Rosario.
too. It felt
He's
like a good
0 for
hit.
1 thus far.
How about
This is
Rosario
hit in the air out toward
with a
left
shot?
center. Carrera on the
And
run.
that is going to hit the wall.
Play. This is
No
down
home
into
run,
the
though. He just can't get me to hit one today.
Second now with 1 away.
That ball's right in his wheelhouse. Man, pitcher got lucky. He hit a screaming line drive. Had he lifted it, he'd be jogging right now for 4.
All right, Brandon Phillips' turn.
Here comes the first pitch.
In the dirt.
Low with a fastball here. In the dirt even. It's ball
Yep,
1.
Chargers after the stream.
runs,
Chargers
5
franchise
hits,
season 5,
and
week
1 error
1.
make
Right
up
after the stream
totals
is
for the
over, which
Twins
will be
to
after this game.
point. And a good heater as he just watches it.
Yeah.
Maybe a ball
Now I'm
but a
seeing the
strike.
comments roll
And
in for
that's a
that.
pretty good example of
Not
why he's
so
such a
deep
great
hit
pitcher.
by
Yeah,
our guy in
Stuff is obviously the important
Max
key to
Kepler.
being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he
The
really
error let the
spotted that
first
pitch.
runner get on, so that was under. And then the second sort of the sac fly, which would have been third out without the error.
The 2-1
Oh.
Swung on it,
Oh,
missed.
I didn't know they accounted
Outclassed
for
by
that.
fastball for a strike.
He's going to
Interesting.
need to shorten up and get that foot down a little
Oh,
bit
well, no
earlier
earned runs
if he
then
hopes
for
to be
Maxwell
catching up with
Fowler.
that fastball.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Sliced hard but foul. Look out over there.
Gotta hit that fastball better.
Has a look, now the pitch.
There's a
Pops this
fly
one
ball
up,
hit to
just
right,
beyond
but
the
not very
infield on the
deep.
right side. Bautista has a long run, but he takes charge for route number 2.
And now for Escobar, I want to bring in one of the young players, Jorge Polanco.
So 2 gone now for the
We get the
Twins,
2
and
out
they're
base
for the
hit.
4th, and that'll bring in the shortstop, Yunel Escobar.
Jorge Polanco.
Ah.
Sends that one
So
out of
far,
play for
with what I've
strike
seen in
1.
spring training, Polanco does look better. There's still a chance he could start on opening day and Escobar would not.
Stroman comes set. Here it is on
Ah,
0-1.
didn't
Now a
break as
swing
far as
and
I
a fly
thought.
Ball. Donaldson in foul ground, and no one will track it down.
Well, I'm playing with Brandon Phillips in the spring because I still have to get used to hitting with him. In like the second half of spring training, he probably won't play much.
And
Just a
here's
bench
ball
player.
hit in the air. Chasing after it is Carrera.
Fly out here
He's there
for
to make the play,
Polanco.
and that'll retire the side. Jorge Polanco. Shortstop.
All right, let's see if Max gives us a good fifth.
Number 11.
Ezekiel Carrera is in for a third plate appearance as he watches one miss inside. It's 1-0. That's wide, 2-0. Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch.
Base hit.
And
Missed
this
badly
inning
on the
starts
first
with
2
a
and then gave him an
solid
easy
base hit.
fastball.
With that, the Jays put their leadoff man on to start the inning.
I gotta focus on getting to
there's
strike
another
1
line
with these
drive
pitchers.
Single to start the inning here in the middle innings. I tell you what.
I think
they
I'm
are
trying to hit
swinging
the
best
corners a
today.
little
They've
too
had a
much,
great game
and I'm just
plan.
missing
They've been
because we don't have the
aggressive. They've laid
pinpoint
off of
accurate
balls.
pitchers
They
yet.
get strikes, everything you want, and they're executing to a T.
Slowly hit
Ah,
to
only gonna have
first. I
one
don't think
play.
they can get to it.
Fowler
The
won't even get there.
underhanded
Gotta
flip,
hustle.
And they will not get him at first. As
Is
he's
Desmond
able to
Payne
leg out
retired?
the
Maybe
throw.
not forever.
Second baseman.
And that'll bring up the speedy Devin
Sanoa's
Travis.
going to be around for a
He's
while.
0 for 2 with a
What kind
walk
of dumb
thus
question
far.
is how long is he going to be the face? Who knows? Maybe Buxton takes over at some point. Or a
In
pitcher.
there, strike 1.
But for
Well,
now,
he's got himself a
Sanoa is
little bit of
certainly
a
the
jam
face.
Right here, Matt. He's got 2 on, nobody out. Look, I
With
wanna
no
get a
end in
double
sight
play
for
ball.
that ring.
Just pitch the contact, get the double
Pop
play
up.
here.
And this is handled by Mauer, and there's your first out. Digging in and looking for more,
Center
Kevin
fielder.
And a
Pillar.
weak. Oh,
He's
what?
working on a 3-hit ball game right
I was
now.
controlling Fowler and then I wasn't.
Won't be in time as he reaches it
That was
first.
weird.
Well, that's his 4th hit of the game, and he'll take
call that a
it
base
any way
hit.
He can right there. Infield single.
All right, get
He
out of
doesn't
trouble.
care. That's a line drive in the books tomorrow.
Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. 5 runs, 9 hits, and no errors.
There we
in the
go, an
game for
0-2
Toronto.
count.
Slider, and he can't
Let's
pull
see if
the
Fowler
trigger.
can get
2
the
strikes.
strikeout.
That's your classic front door slider.
Oh,
Doesn't
wow,
break
the
like you
sweeping
expect it to,
curve.
and all you
Okay,
can do is
Max.
freeze as a hitter, and he got the call.
So it was a
Now
swinging
Bautista.
strike 3. Josh Donaldson goes down for out number 2 in the top half. A little bouncer.
Having a bit more success now with
Looking to wiggle out of
maybe
this. Here it is.
trying not to pinpoint
Big
the
pass at a slider
corner every
that gets
first
past
pitch.
him.
Well, here we sit, 2 on, 2 outs, 2 strikes. Look, they
Ooh,
start off
too
looking
far
good
in.
this inning, and to be very deflating.
I wonder if the sweeping curve
if they
works
don't
on
pick
him.
up something here. A lot more pressure on him.
Sure does. 2 strikeouts to close out the inning. Nice job by Maxwell Fowler.
Red Overholzer, a 6'1" southpaw.
And I'm going to sim some hitting. Oh, now we're back to the top. Never mind. I want to hit
Here's
Buxton.
Byron Buxton now. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Base hit, Byron Buxton into right field. We have 2 aboard now for the
Himself
Twins.
a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
First baseman, number 7.
And we have Joe Mauer at bat. Maybe I can pinch hit for him, put in Vargas, because he is a switch hitter.
Steps out and
That is
asks
like
for
Kenny
time.
Vargas.
Kenny's Vargas will get a chance to swing the bat here.
They sent him down when they called up Cologne in real life. That was kind of sad. I enjoy watching Vargas.
And this one runs
If I praise him enough, he might hit a home run for me.
Classic bunt situations here.
I have to watch out for that knuckle curve.
Like it used to be, and that's the case even more so in the American League.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
What a great adjustment. The high fastball in the first one didn't have a good release point. The next one he's able to put
Up the middle. Oh, he kicked it. And Vargas won't reach. Otherwise, that could have been a single.
He is able to recover as he gets the out at first. 1 away.
But now 2 aboard in scoring position for Sano against the lefty. This is where he's got to be on the money.
Base hit into the outfield. Down and away.
They're going to pitch around him to get to Palka.
It's a big at bat. You're down 2 right here, and they're sitting with runners in scoring position. Put the ball in play.
If you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button.
It's a big at bat.
And catch more of the Twins franchise along with my other content here on the channel. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream despite not the greatest gameplay on my part. Sano sends it
Bautista is after it.
over the head of Batista. Go home, dude.
And a relay home.
Oh wait, I didn't mean to send Buxton home.
A tag for 1.
Oh, I thought I could get in a pickle there. That's terrible. Was that a triple play or something? Was that a triple play? No, it got down. I was so confused what happened. I didn't mean to send Buxton home. I was trying to send the other guy home, and I made a mistake, and then I wanted to get into a pickle to get Sano to third. It was a good hit, but terrible outcome. Against the shift? You kidding me?
They'll have the leadoff man aboard to start the inning. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach.
Probably gonna put in Gonzalez.
The shortstop, number 2.
Number 67.
Yeah, that's an L. That's a big L. But I don't know why. Why would he stop there? The game had him stop without even going.
67.
He wasn't even in position to tag up. That was the weird part. Nice job getting out of there. Let me put in, I gotta get a Palka at bat.
Ready once again, number 73. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
Designated hitter, number
And there's one
Daniel
well above
Palka.
the zone for a ball.
Yeah, at first I thought it was a triple play because, I don't know.
The windup and
I was
the 1-0
confused
pitch.
for a moment.
And it's a called strike.
Oops, missed
to
the
even
cutter. I was
count
looking at my
1.
computer screen.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A swing and a
Curveball
miss and a
low.
ball down.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone.
Cutter,
there.
curveball,
That was
slider,
a really
fast.
nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate.
Well, when you're hitting with 2
Do you play with any
strikes, you get
shifts?
some
I
foul
play
mode.
with
Right
auto
there, he gets a
shifts,
breaking
so
ball.
when
He
they
just
see
fouled
a
it
player
off.
that
Got a
needs
piece
one,
of
it
stays
does it
alive.
automatically.
Look out. That one almost got away
Like they
from
did with
him.
Morales, and he
2-2
hit
now.
against it, of course.
Here it comes.
Full
And
count.
a neck-high fastball that time.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to
jammed me
lay
there.
off if you're the hitter.
There
Not
to
gonna
take it
blue.
in is Donaldson for the first out.
Up next for the Twins.
At the plate, Max Kepler. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a
Oh,
swing
I did
and
not
a
mean to
miss as
swing
they
at
start
that,
him
but
out on a pitch
I did.
well inside for strike one.
Boy, not a
I don't
good
really get
swing
many
there.
check
That was
swings either
really
in this
ugly.
game.
Anytime you can make a hitter look like that, you've done something
Why can't
special.
you hit that one?
Did it look to you like he was guessing on the pitch?
Oh, certainly it had to be, Matt. But if
Gonna
he
get that
was,
curveball
he
again here,
obviously
0-2.
wasn't looking for that pitch.
And that one stayed
Cutter at the
too
knees.
low, apparently.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there. That cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And a
Oh, it
breaking
hit
ball
him.
runs in and gets
Right
him,
in the
and I
knee.
doubt
Is he
there was
okay?
any intent behind that.
He is. Don't want any injuries
Now, and
here.
This move looks to be all about playing the matchup.
That bat went a long
Yeah, I
way
don't
from
think
that
there's
first
any
swing.
doubt about that, Matt. They want the lefty-lefty matchup, and that's usually the right move, but we'll just have to see how this plays out.
Eddie Rosario is in
Come
for
on,
the
Eddie.
third time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1.
I love that pitch right there. You know,
Let's see
he's
if Rosario
geared up
can get a
right
hold
there
of
in this
one
big
for us.
situation. They looked for a ball and just let it fly, and he pulled the string on him. Just
Now
spun him
0-2.
into
I'm
the
not so
ground.
confident. Contact swing just in
Here
case.
comes the 0-2 pitch.
Oh,
Swung on
man.
in the dirt, strike 3.
Another breaking ball. Alrighty. Anybody else we can sub out here? How about Eduardo
And now
Escobar
the
for
Blue Jays
Phillips?
getting a left-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. Eduardo Escobar will look for some two-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2
Escobar
gone
played a
and
lot
a
of
runner
second
at
base
first.
for us last year when we traded Dozier,
Little chopper
and
back to the
he
mound.
basically bunts this.
On to Pierce at first, and the inning is over.
All right, we'll sim a few innings now. Let's see if we can get a
Eduardo
late
Escobar.
comeback going.
He comes on to
Gonzalez on the mound.
Pinch hitting for Toronto. Number 68.
There we go.
Your attention, please. This change defensively for the Blue Jays. Now playing second base.
Let Gonzalez go. He's doing well. Double play.
Pitching for Toronto.
All right, bottom 8 now. Miguel Sano, a
Here's
double and a
Miguel
single in
Sano.
this game.
2 for 3 with a double on his line so
Leading
far.
off for the Twins. Third baseman.
Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Oh.
I always want to do a first pitch power swing with Miguel Sano.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. A swing and a
Man,
miss
the
and a ball
sliders
down.
have gotten
Looks to
me.
me like he's just trying to
Anything
do too
low,
much
I
up there
can't
at the
read
plate.
very well.
That's an easy trap to fall into when you're the tying run, but
Oh,
you can't
wow.
be chasing pitches out of the zone.
And here's a
Hitting the
slider,
outside
strike
corner.
3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Come on, Palka.
Number 73.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen.
Number 62.
Tries to go the other way as this is in the
Not gonna
air
have the
to left
distance.
field. Carrera's there, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The batter.
All right, I'm going to sim to the 9th inning now. Just keep going, Gonzalez. Look at that. Strikes out the side. That is nice.
Roberto
pitching for
Ozuna
Toronto.
takes the ball now.
Oh,
in
no,
inning
they put in
number
Roberto
9, looking to
Ozuna.
close the door.
Fantastic.
Standing in, Eddie
My
Rosario
favorite closer in
will
Diamond
start things
Dynasty
out
last
against
year.
Roberto Ozuna, who for
Again,
his
I
part
swing at
goes
one of
for the
those.
save in this one. And
Oh,
this
I'm
pitch
way
just
ahead of
about
everything
saws him
right
off
now.
As he can't get extended at all. That's strike 1. And
we
that
go.
misses 1-1.
Yeah, Todd Frazier to the Yankees. I wonder how that's going to work for him. Yankees are a very different team than I remember growing up because I was so used to them getting all the big free agents, and now they have a lot of young players that have come up through the system. So they're an interesting team to pay attention to this year.
1-2, here it comes. And
Slurve.
another foul
That's
ball.
right. That's the pitch I love with Ozuna. Gonzalez for the rotation. It might happen.
Here's the 1-2
That's why he's
delivery.
here, to have a
Look
chance.
out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
2-2. 3-2.
He's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
And this
Full
is taken
count
for
walk
ball
to
4.
Rosario.
So just like that, the tying runs aboard to start the home half.
Do we have any subs that make sense?
Number 5, second baseman.
Yeah, we could put in John Jay. He's faster.
Time called here as with the
You can
potential
try getting
tying
this to
run
happen.
aboard, they'll make the
But Escobar, how about we put in, let's put in Ben Polson.
move to get a little
Give him our
speed
chance.
out there. Ben Polson.
Gotta get some
On the
big
pinch
power
hit
up
now.
there. Give me the walk-off
First and
chance.
nobody out.
Ben Polson
There's a line
sends it deep to left center.
down,
And
now
that will hit the wall and tie the game.
Jay
Okay,
heads for the plate.
we may have some excitement left in this stream. We have tied the game.
Well, Matt, he
Ben
got to
Polson
the
with
tying
a
run, the
double.
ball, nothing
And now
right
Jorge
there. You can try
Polanco with a
match
chance
it
to
and
win
like
it.
this, you can't do it in the game because of this.
Here we
Listen to
go.
this. They're going
This is what we've been waiting for.
Here's the first pitch.
Ah,
And this is
All
going to be
back.
a foul ball.
You love this situation right here, Matt. Runner on second, no outs. You either get him over or you get him in. Worst case, get him over and the next
Come
guy
on,
drives
Jorge.
him in.
ah, Polanco fouls it
He
off.
chops it foul right at home plate.
Man, I like the last two pitches. The changeup and then the fastball.
It's okay,
Nice
settle
swing
down.
on the fastball right
At least
there.
advancing.
You got him in between right now, and that's an advantage to the pitcher.
And here's
That was a
ball hit in the
contact
air.
swing. Why is it going there?
This'll
Ooh, it almost
land
blooped in. That would have been awesome. I should have tried bunting from the beginning, but I didn't.
Ready with another two-strike offering.
Almost
In
hit
tight
him.
there as he's got to turn out of the way of that one.
Come on, we got to get this walk-off. You got to sub and like for the walk-off, right?
Now the 1-2 pitch. Swing and he pops it
He's
up
battling.
over toward foul territory. And this will land foul. A possible winning run on second. No one out. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a
6
foul
pitches
ball.
so far. We're almost done if we can get this hit.
Ready with another two-strike offering.
Oh!
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right
High
by him for the
fastball
first
got me.
down. Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. And it looks
Jason
like this could be a
Castro's turn.
critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet. So this
That's
could be a
one I
fun
usually have
at-bat to
trouble with.
watch.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. The
Come on,
1-0.
Castro. Castro! Base hit! And here comes the winning run! We've won it on a walk-off single by Jason Castro. Ben Polson ties the game and then scores the winning run. There you go, some spring training fireworks. Awesome.
And you know, these guys take
We
their
get the
cue from their
celebration
manager.
after all.
He doesn't panic, so they don't panic. They just put those hard
Against
hats
a
on
good
and then
closer,
go to work.
too.
They manufactured
So
a couple
that's
of
pretty
runs,
promising.
And this game is theirs. That was a fun game.
At
Every game
least
has its
we get the win.
offensive Stars, and in this
Nice
one,
little
he
walk-off
arguably
here.
shot top
Castro
player
had the
of game.
first walk-off of the series.
He was a big part of this victory. Picked up 4.
Look at that, a 3-hit day with 4 RBIs. He had the home run earlier, remember? He had a home run, a double, and a game-winning single. What a game. And Gonzalez gets the win. That's how it's done right there. I may stream more of these spring training games later this week if you guys would like to see that. I'm going to sim just to this point. And I want to see what happened in these 2 games. Romero started this one. John Jay, couple hits. Phillips, couple hits. Escobar and Buxton each have 3. Works for me. Buxton and Jay go yard. As far as pitching goes, we get a good outing from Romero. A K, 3 hits allowed, no runs. And then the Barrios game with an ERA hovering around 10. Barrios, 5 earned runs in 3.1 innings. It was 6 walks. So we've got to keep an eye on Barrios right now and see if he's going to be ready to start the season. because so far in spring training, it's not looking that way. But we'll be back with more spring training soon, whether it's in video or if I do a stream. But let me know what you guys want to see. And that is going to do it for today. Thank you all for joining me for a very fun spring training live stream. And I will see you all later. But after this video, or right when I finish this, I'll be posting the Chargers franchise week 1 video. Give me about 3 or 4 minutes and it'll be up. So I'll see you guys later. Please leave a like on your way out. Subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you next time. Have a great day. Just making sure I didn't miss any super chats. We good. I'm out.